Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I am your host, Davion. I'm back with Oronde
What's good?
and Matt.
What up?
And today we are back talking about NFL free agency and their trades. It's been such an impactful and a fun week so far. Starting on about some trades started going in on Friday. Some big ones started opening up on Monday morning. So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk to a couple of our favorites. We're gonna go through and talk about all the rest of them as well. We're gonna try to be productive. Gonna give you all about 10 to 15, 20 minutes of some pretty good conversation. But let us know down below. What do you think was the best trade? Who do you think are having a really good offseason so far? And what do you want your favorite team to do? Let us know what you think down below in the comments. So, Matt or Rondé, what are your thoughts so far on NFL free agency, some of these trades that's been going on and all those things?
I think it's been a fun one so far. It reminds me that there are actually more teams willing to make good moves rather than sitting on the pile of burning cash that they
Yep.
they
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
But definitely taking advantage of another good bump in the salary cap. So I cannot be mad at that. And
Yeah.
so far, there hasn't really been a team that's made all terrible moves. Maybe you could argue Atlanta, but then you could just blame Matt Ryan for that, and
I
that's
mean,
really funny.
yeah. You could also just blame any team that hasn't made a move.
Yeah.
That
Either
too. The Bucks have not made a single trade yet.
they just haven't really done anything. I mean, like Philly hasn't really done anything. Seattle signed a
Philly
couple of
let
guys.
Blankenship go, but they did pay Jordan Davis, but did he even deserve all that money?
I
Who's to
mean,
say?
I don't know. I don't know. Um, Let me see. Trade wise, there's not like a really like eye-opening trade. I think the most interesting ones will probably be DJ Moore to the Bills. Um, because like I think we kind of talked about this already, but it's like DJ Moore probably has the best. Yeah, he has played with the best QB he's ever had.
Yeah.
He's back in that Joe Brady system where he was very good in Carolina during the Matt Rule era. Um, you know, is he the like bona fide number one for sure? Did they give up too much for him? We'll see. But that's probably the most interesting one. The other one, just because it's more funny, Rashawn Gary to Dallas is just so funny because they gave away, I believe, like a fourth round pick for him, and then they're still having to pay him more money than they would have had to pay Micah if they just kept him on the team. Um,
Right.
but I digress. Jerry Jones, you do you, big fella. Keep going. So those are probably the most interesting ones. Everything else kind of makes sense, just kind of plug and play, filler guys. Hopefully they can, like with the Jets, hopefully they can help you tank more, but who knows? So
Preach.
Yeah.
Um,
Yo.
now you go first.
So I mean, listen, but like y'all know, like I hate this. I hate to be this person. I am quarterback bias when it comes to the NFL. I love the quarterback play. It's my favorite position to watch. It's my favorite position to pretty pay attention to. And so just looking at like, and these aren't trades, but looking at Malik Willis, looking at Tua, looking at Geno, looking at some of these other guys, now find new homes elsewhere. Obviously, we know that Malik Willis followed to DC from the Packers to Miami. And now, excuse me, Miami think they have their guy, Malik Willis. They didn't pay an arm and a leg for him, so that was productive. And they also have, Quentin Ewers. If he's the backup, is he going to be the guy? If Malik Willis isn't, that's going to be, a test. And then Tua, what does Tua look like in Atlanta? Like that's a quite like who's starting here?
I
I don't
I,
know.
I
They're
don't.
kind of the same archetype. Just
They
one has
very
left-handed.
Yeah.
they very much are. It's two lefty quarterbacks that have injury issues in the past that are surrounded by talent but don't know how to use it. So most likely Tua will probably start the season because of Penix's injury, because I don't know if he'll be ready before the start of the year.
What was the injury? I'm
Uh,
sorry.
so his ACL he tore
Yeah.
or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So like having Tua, which to me is a little ridiculous because it's just like honestly, I would have kept Kirk Cousins if I was them. Like, obviously, you're paying him a lot of money, but like he was actually very productive in the back half of the year. And like Tua, you're literally one injury away from near disaster,
Yeah.
and he just hasn't played well, like
I
in
wouldn't trust that
general.
liability with 10-foot pole.
That's what I'm saying. And it's just like it doesn't make sense. I don't know what Atlanta is trying to do here because they've done such a good job at building around it, the quarterback, but they can't figure out the quarterback.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a time and a place in the next couple of years where they just have to potentially just not even tank, but just find someone else because this carousel of quarterbacks, I think of like the Colts a lot.
Yeah.
Like the Colts have just
The
been
Colts recently, yeah.
carousel. You have Daniel Jones, you have fucking Anthony Richardson, excuse my French. You have Philip Rivers, you have Riley Leonard. Like it's just all a mess. And it's like I, I don't know. They just have to restart. And like Penix, yes, he's young. Is it unfortunate that he's got these, injuries and this injury history? Yes. But it's like you drafted this guy at number 8, knowing these situations and potentially them happening. So why do it?
It's pretty solid, pretty
Yeah,
solid.
I mean, I think you say it all. Like, you build a perfect team around the quarterback, but yet you don't have the quarterback. And I don't know what that long term, the disaster is, but I'm sure we'll wait and see. So, jumping into some more other ones, man. Let's look at KC, man. Kansas City, they look to be putting their foot on the gas, going out and spending that money on Kenneth Walker the third. Isaiah Pacheco took the leap and went over to the Lions. Like my question is like how productive do we really think? Because obviously, Travis Kelce came back, signed a year deal, $12 million, up to 13, million dollars. Do they think that they're gonna compete again with Patrick out?
It seems
I
like they
mean,
believe that at least be at like minimal competition level, but
yeah.
I don't know if
And
they fully believe that they're going to produce at the same level. I would
I
hope
mean,
not.
you would have to think, obviously, they'll have that, mentality. I mean, they've won 2 Super Bowl? No, 3 Super Bowls? How many? I can't even keep track.
Who knows?
Um, Too many. Just know that. And honestly, the besides obviously the Mahomes injury, the worst part of that team was their running game.
Yes.
And a old decrepit Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco, who had like one of the most gruesome leg injuries a year prior. Um, it's just not productive enough. It's not good enough. So it makes sense why they went after Kenneth Walker. He was a fantastic player in Seattle, had a great game in the Super Bowl. Obviously, his value went up a little higher. Um, but that should put them on the right track. Now, obviously, it's just going to be on what Mahomes is and where he is rehab wise, how long that'll take,
Yeah.
where, is he going to start the year? Who
No
knows?
way.
But who knows? I've seen crazier things. Um,
We have seen crazier
but
things.
they should be much more productive running the ball just with Kenneth Walker alone. So um, you should be happy, Kansas City fans, because I don't remember the last time besides like Jamal Charles where they had a true running back.
Yeah.
Um, so it'll be pretty cool to see.
Shout out Jamal Charles. Man was doing the Lord's work over there.
What a goat. Absolute goat.
So we hit on this on the video. Go check it out. Our Max Crosby video on our channel. But Max Crosby was traded to the Baltimore Ravens, but that did not go through. They returned him, got their 2 first-round picks back. The Ravens got their 2 first-round picks back, and the Raiders went out and spent all this money. We have Las Vegas Raider here and all because they really went clean house. Someone want to talk about these players they went and picked up?
Yeah. We can obviously start with Tyler Lindenbaum. That was their biggest
Yeah.
signing, 81 million. Center from Baltimore. had an incredible couple years with the Ravens. I believe he was a multiple Pro Bowler. I think he has an All Pro as well. I don't remember off the top of my head. Um, but he was probably the one of the top free agents in this entire process. And they went out and got, they got the guy to run the offense to help Mendoza with his, with his production and um, just him hopefully becoming their franchise guy for the future. Um, they go and get Nakobe Dean and Walker, who both were very, very good for their respective teams. Um, just a lot of, I mean, basically with the Raiders, it's anything is better than what they have right now. So it's
Yeah.
just like every move they've done will impact this team in a good way, hopefully. And they shouldn't be as bad as people think. So it's going to be, you just need to see growth. That's all you need to see from this team. You just need to see that they can actually compete and not, backtrack like they have the last couple of years. So
Yeah, I think these moves that they did make makes them a very productive team. I think if you look at it, the Raiders now are setting themselves up for a very, very easy third place finish inside the AFC West. And if they're crazy, they can
third,
challenge.
wait.
I think KC's going to be the worst team in the division, obviously.
It's a
Yeah,
good
and they're
bet.
still going to be behind Denver.
And they're not going to be the Chargers. They're not better than
Exactly.
the
That's why I
Chargers.
said
All
third.
right, all right,
Are we
all right.
crazy? Am I
You
crazy?
just had to think about it for a moment.
I don't know.
I think KC's genuinely takes a dip after, no Patrick Mahomes this season.
Oh yeah. I just don't think their roster is worse though.
I don't
But
think their roster was great
anyways,
last season.
yeah, true. They really didn't do anything last
They didn't do anything last season.
year.
So, I mean, and so I think this Raiders team definitely does have a place where it can work a little bit next just the upcoming year, and I'm excited to see what it looks like. Another thing though, like you know, I want to talk about a couple here. I think a big one, Mike Evans leaving the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, going to the San Francisco 49ers. This gives, if he's healthy, he's 1,000-yard receiver easily.
Facts.
And if he's healthy, then he gives Brock Purdy just a number one guy.
Yeah.
And
I
so I'm
mean,
excited to see what that looks like for Brock.
him and McCaffrey will be very interesting. And that's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of fun. And
Very interesting.
it sounds like they're going to cut Ayuk, which makes sense. Jawan Jennings is a free agent still, so I don't know where
Hmm.
he's going to go. I don't know if they would sign him back or not, but
Surprise is
um,
right.
yeah, Kendrick Bourne's gone as well. He left. So it's basically Mike Evans and Ricky Parcell right now. And then George Kittle,
Ricky
hopefully Pearsall, excuse me, whatever his name is.
Okay.
What? He hasn't done anything. Sorry.
The guy who got shot,
Yeah, it's the guy who got shot who also puts up
he
numbers.
hasn't
My
done
fault,
anything.
my
The
fault,
guy who
my
got
fault,
shot
my
is
Yeah,
fault,
crazy.
my fault, my
yeah,
fault, my
yeah.
fault.
Be
Talking
better,
crazy over
Matthew.
there.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I didn't know y'all were Niners fans in here, bro. My fault. Like,
What a subtle shot at Davion. Anyways,
Oh,
I think it's real nice for Evans to get a fun scheme to go
yeah.
into and not the terrorist that is Todd Bowles.
yeah.
What are
That's
you
crazy.
talking about?
Call a black
What are you
man a terrorist.
talking about? Oh,
I said what I said.
this is
Okay.
great.
Bleep all that out.
I wanted to talk about all the defensive signings just in general. Obviously, you have Trey Hendrickson, you have what the Panthers did, you have what the Commanders are doing is another big one. The Jets even have been doing a lot of big moves on defense.
Very big.
Curious y'all's thoughts on favorite signings defensive wise, and then who do you think, what team do you think has stood out the most with those type of deals?
I mean, it's funny, like we haven't talked about Carolina, but what are y'all thoughts on those two linebackers? I think
Oh
Carolina
my
will
I think you spent
probably
a
goodness.
lot
take
of
the
I think you spent a
top
lot of money.
spot
You spent a lot of
regardless
money.
of money.
Yeah.
Regardless of money, I think Carolina will have to take at least a top 3 spot for that. Um, you maybe the Jets top 10. I have to deduct my own team some spots because we let so many people go, i.e., Tafanga to Kansas City, Chase on to the Commanders. Um, I'm blanking on a few other names, but
Hey, y'all got Romeo
Tavai
Dobbs.
Tavai left too. I'm not talking about offense though. I'm talking about my defense right now, and
I
it's
know, I
kind of
know, I know.
annoying. It's kind of annoying. But yeah. I mean, I I can accept getting Kevin Byard to fill the spot that Jalen Hawkins just left. He's probably better than Jalen Hawkins too. Um, and then getting that Jones guy, I already forgot his name, but he was a menace on the D line. So I'm not too torn up, but Chase on was a free sack pick on any draft bet or fantasy bet. I'm sorry. Kind of annoying though. Kind of annoying. I will
Um,
say maybe Dallas. Maybe Dallas can get a shout for this for defensive choices as well.
Dallas? Are we sure?
Their one big splash
Who have
is
they
doing
who have they got?
a lot of the legwork here.
I, I don't think they've
Cowboys
I don't think they've really
signings.
done anything. Their best signing was Jalen Thompson,
You
safety
think?
from Arizona. Yeah. What else do they have here? Obviously, the Rashawn Gary, but that's a trade. You most of the time
They
would just
take Lock. They take PJ Lock from Denver.
okay.
D line from Chargers.
Do we
Ogbonia.
do we realize how bad that defense was last year? And do you think this is going to help?
It's a gap filler,
Okay,
which they needed because people were running all over Dallas.
they do.
Not to mention
And
their
then they
secondary.
trade one of their best run stoppers to the Niners. So, um, way to go. Yeah, that's what I think about Dallas right now. They're just awful. They can't do anything right. They'll never do anything right, and it's just going to make me smile every day. I think about this. Um, I'd like to give my Panthers take real quick here.
Please.
Dan Morgan, I thank you. I thank you for putting your foot on the gas and doing as much as you can to get what you want. Now, look, obviously, Jalen Phillips, he's 26 years old, $120 million deal. You guys make of how that is. Yes, it's a lot of money, but from what they had last year, Jalen Phillips alone would be the best player on that D line besides Derek Brown. No question. He's young, he's physical, he can get pressures. That's all you need. And then my favorite, which I did not think was going to happen, Devin Lloyd, absolute steal, getting him for $5 million less than what he was expected. Um, Obviously, second team All Pro, 5 interceptions, 80 tackles on the year. Very good run stopper, very good in pass coverage. Um, they have not had a linebacker like this in years. And this is something that they needed desperately. And I think that what makes this so great is now they can like branch off and do whatever else they want in the draft. So whether that's, you know, maybe getting another linebacker, maybe getting a safety, Caleb Downs, please fall. Um, Something like that. I think this opens up a plethora of different opportunities, and um, it's going to be pretty fun next year. I'm really excited for what they're going to do next year for sure.
Some disappointing ones though would probably be the Bills getting Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, on that
Wasn't
three
really
year
all
deal,
that for that.
at 8 sacks on the year, he was decent for Miami. But it's just I don't know with like the Bills, I feel like they just have this rotation of just old players for their D line. Like it was
First it
Bosa,
was Von Miller, but now it's
Von
Bradley
Miller,
Chubb.
it was Bosa,
Damn, I
now it's
forgot about Bosa.
Chubb.
That's how quiet he was over there.
Correct. Correct. Davion, do you have any thoughts on any of these teams?
on any of these teams.
Any signings that were interesting to
how
you?
do you feel about Minka Fitzpatrick being sent to purgatory?
I think the Jets have been productive. No,
No, I
Yeah,
agree
they've
with
been
you.
I think they've
productive,
had.
but
I think they've been.
the majority
Gino,
of the
the
NFL
Gino
fan
thing
base
is kind
just
of
doesn't
disturbing.
That's
believe.
whatever.
Yeah,
That's whatever.
that's a wash. But like,
Uh,
I think
But
it's
like
been
the
good.
majority of the NFL fan base just doesn't believe in that organization, despite making good choices here and there. It just never seems to
and
keep floating. The ship always sinks somehow.
and like the moves they made like weren't bad. Joseph Osai for the Bengals was very good last year.
Very good.
Demario Davis, your boy, Davion
Shut your
was
mouth.
was what are you talking about? That's
You know
your
what's
boy.
crazy? Hold on, I'm gonna cut in because I'm gonna get on my soapbox. You brought it up, so I'm gonna say it. So Demario's Davis signed a
Oh,
2-year, $22 million contract for the Jets.
15 of it guaranteed at signing.
The Saints offered and signed that guy, that linebacker. I don't remember his name. Sorry. So they
Oh,
signed him for three
Caden
years.
Ellis.
Sure, 3 years, $33 million. So when you look at the math,
23 guaranteed.
so
He's
when you look at
good.
the
He's
math,
good.
though, but when you look at the math, it's the same amount of money a year.
Yeah.
I don't get why you just not signed Mario.
Well, I mean, Cade Ellis is younger.
I
Um,
I knew, and like logical me was like he's younger, he's probably better, blah blah blah. I got it, but also like Demario Davis has been one of the better linebackers in the league for the past couple seasons.
I think if I were the Saints, I think you just need to start over and
Oh, don't get me started. I know.
slowly get out those old contracts, old
Yeah.
players, and bring in new talent for Kellen Moore. Because what they have now, I mean, they lost a lot of pieces on defense
Oh,
this
I know.
offseason.
Alontae
So
Taylor went to the Titans, one of the best
it
corners
was,
in the league.
I mean, obviously Demario Davis, Cameron Jordan's gone.
Yeah, boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
Um, there's a lot that they need
Can
to
we
do.
can we mention Rico Dowdle to Pittsburgh though?
Yeah, and then
That
Pittsburgh
was a
also got
fun
Michael
one.
Pittman.
That was a fun one.
Yeah,
No
I didn't
quarterback
expect that
though.
at all.
No quarterback.
Who
Never.
needs a quarterback?
Yeah, right.
Will
Who needs a
Howard.
quarterback anymore?
Will Howard. Will
I mean,
Howard.
who is Will Howard really their only guy on contract
Uh
right now?
Yeah, currently.
Pretty much.
Oh my goodness. Bring in Mason Rudolph again.
No.
Please shut up.
What?
Mason Rudolph's a bum. We know this.
Bum might be an understatement.
All their QBs have been bums.
That's
What are we
disrespectful.
talking
That's
about?
disrespectful
Their
to the
their
bum.
literal QB room is Mason and Will. I'd
Yeah,
rather start Will.
I would too. I agree.
They're not starting Will Howard.
No, probably
You
not.
guys are
Clearly not.
blind. No,
Why not get Kyler?
they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it because I I don't know. I feel like they're too high. You know, McCarthy and Rogers together, buddy buddy. I think it's just they're too high on it, and they're just going to bring back Rogers for another year. They'll have a mediocre year, and they'll get bounced again. And there's also no Mike Tomlin now, so that'll be interesting how that is. I think they're probably going to be worse,
Yeah.
but that's not for me to.
Is this gonna be the first time that they go under 500 in like 15 years?
They really could.
It's going to be a real.
They really could.
It really could happen. It
They
could
really could.
happen.
Another one
Especially
I want
since Willis is gone. Commanders keep Mariota.
Commanders made a lot of big moves I really liked. I
yeah.
wanted to bring up.
Commanders is a top 3 free agency team as well.
Udafa Owe, of course, from the Chargers was very good last year. Leo Chanel, I think, is violently underrated. They got him from Kansas City. He was a really good linebacker for them for the Super Bowl runs. Kavon, is it the New England linebacker?
Yes, Caleb Von Chase on
Very, very
a
productive.
sack producer. especially when he has a good interior D line to work with, which
Mm-hmm.
he had at New England. He
Mm-hmm.
feasted on setting the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I will say shout out Mr. Okonkwo out of Tennessee.
Yeah, he got a nice little paycheck today.
Nice little 30 mil.
I mean, how do we
Good for
think
him.
Tennessee hasn't had a horrible. I think Tennessee, the Jets have been both two winners. I think the Raiders obviously have been some winners. Carolina has been productive. I wouldn't call them winners yet. Um,
They're winners in my book.
I have a random shout out. I have a random shout out. The Titans steal
yeah,
a top three punter from Houston and Tommy Townsend.
That's right.
Absolute master at flipping the field and coffin corners.
God, they had a lot. A lot of their moves were just people that. Oh my goodness, who's their OC now? Oh, bald man. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna
From
let you see if you can
who?
remember
oh my God, why am I
Wait,
blanking?
what team? I'm
Uh,
sorry.
the
for
Titans.
Tennessee, Tennessee. This is
Oh,
so bad.
bro,
I'm blanking.
Robert Sala.
Come on, no,
No,
it's
not
not
no.
Sala.
Uh oh
The
no.
OC. Come
Oh, I have no
on,
idea.
Scadaboo's best friend.
Oh, dude, why can't I think
Oh,
of him?
Brian.
Brian Dabo, thank you.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, that's bad.
He was a head coach for
Giants
like 4
fans.
years, Matt. He was a head coach.
And what did he do?
Nada.
Why do you think I
Dang.
can't remember him, bro?
Oh my gosh. I
Um,
was I was real determined for you to get there.
that was rough. Uh, yeah, I mean, you get Wando Robinson, very good last year, 1,000 yard receiver. Um, John Franklin Myers from Denver was very, very productive. Taylor from the Saints, that corner, he was very good.
Alante.
Mhm. Danny Bellinger, Trubisky, maybe to help Cam Ward a little bit. I like that. Um, just little pieces. They're bringing it up, bringing it together. There's a lot they gotta fix there. So
They re-signed their long snapper.
of course, who can forget?
He almost made $2 million. Shout out long snappers. Shout
Davion,
out
was there
long
another team you
snappers.
wanted to look at?
No, not really. I mean, Trey Hendrickson, like he finally got paid. Obviously division. I mean, those that division up there, man. They're swapping spit, man. They're just letting people go to each other's team all season, every off season.
The AFC East is pretty bad about this the last 2 years
Yeah,
I'm
as
like,
well.
it's a little weird to me. Anyway, but yeah, no, pretty much. I mean, we didn't talk about Alec Pierce, but he got a bag.
yeah,
What
he
do you
got so much money.
what do y'all think about the Cardinals getting Algier and also
They have a
stealing Gardner Minshew from Kansas City?
Um, I mean, Arizona is probably gonna
one of the
be
worst teams in the league
the
again.
worst, if not, yeah, one of the worst teams in the league again. I mean, they're rolling out Jacoby Brissett again. Yes,
Well,
he was very productive,
yes, offensively,
but there's just too many holes.
he saw some ghosts too.
Brand new coaching staff. You know, O line wasn't the best. Your defense was pretty bad. Just Marvin Harrison, you don't know what you have of him. Um, was it Michael Wilson was your best receiver at one point, who was fantastic,
Yes.
who was great. Um, it just doesn't scare me. I don't know. It
Yeah.
just besides Trey McBride, like it doesn't scare me.
Why did I
Nothing on
not
that
remember
team.
that Josh Sweat is a Cardinal?
God, they got him last year, didn't they? Wow. Okay.
Cardinals fans, enjoy still being the retirement home in the NFL because Buda Baker
hmm
is still playing for you.
God, that poor guy. Him and Brees Hall, man, purgatory. Poor guy.
Purgatory.
Purgatory.
It's really the word for a bad org. It's just so fitting.
Yeah, I
It's so
mean
apt.
these guys can't get out to save their life. Oh, one more thing I'd like to announce: Daniel Jones,
Yes, got a bag.
Yes,
40,
got a bag,
$42 million a year.
and he deserved it.
With his incentives, it can go up to $50 million a year.
Come back and be productive,
Um,
big boy. Come back and be productive.
um, You are coming off an Achilles tear. Yes, you were productive for about 7 games.
Yep.
This is why the Colts never succeed.
Yes. Yes.
This is
Dumb.
so mind-boggling to me.
Would y'all like to hear some of the breakdown for his contract?
I'd love to hear it.
You got a minute.
Bring it up.
So these are based off some reports, not quite official yet. But going into this season, his cap hit's only 14 mil. He has a signing bonus of 8 mil per season that he's on the roster, kind of like the Mahomes deal in that aspect. But he also accounts for 50 mil in dead cap space. And then going into 2027, when he turns 30, the base salary balloons to $33 million with an active roster bonus of only $500,000, but another roster bonus of $4 million on top of the other 8. And it becomes a cap space of $35 million. The dead cap goes down, but his cap hit for 2027 is 15% of the roster. What a
Yeah,
what a
good,
way to move the
good
money
luck.
around.
Good
But
luck,
also
Indy.
2028 and beyond becomes void years. So they can maneuver their way out of it if he is not good for the next 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Right. Which very smart, very good. I'm glad he gets his money. Still
But
kind of crazy.
now I gotta be productive and getting that money.
I still think he's earned it though.
Yeah,
Maybe
I agree.
I probably would have gone with 2 years, 75, put a good signing bonus on it, and then moved on the roster bonus to be a little bit more. But obviously, I'm not an NFL GM. I don't understand how they really be moving that money around and how assertive agents are.
Yeah.
But either way, I think it'll work out fine, and they'll still be able to sign pieces the years coming and move him away in case stuff goes wrong. Kind of like, even though you hate mentioning it, the Taysom Hill deal, which looked crazy but turned out to be
It was
really
fine.
good.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
I shouldn't hate it because I knew that it was all avoidable. Anyway,
couldn't
um,
say that for Saints fans online because they don't know how to read.
that's also true. Any final thoughts y'all have before we head out of here?
I'm
Um,
expecting a couple more trades
Yeah.
for the draft.